What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here and welcome to some more F1XL race highlights. This is race 7 of season 9, the Malaysian Grand Prix. If you're new to my channel, do remember to hit subscribe and do go check out the previous races in the season if you've missed any, because it hasn't been a great season in terms of my high standards. 4-time F1XL champion. I am one of the slowest in Formula 1 here, but we've just put in some poor performances. Last two races we've been very unlucky. We've actually been involved in pretty much race-ending crashes, which haven't been our fault as well, so I was hoping for something better in Malaysia. It is a decent track for me, but I was so much quicker than last season. Last season my lap was a 36.4 in qualifying. I'm absolutely going to smash that, and what position is it going to end up with me being P6 here? And we skipped to the end of the session. I ended up in P8, but I was happy with that lap. I was happy with my pace, and only 8/10 off the quickest time. It's very close indeed, especially at the front. Look at my teammate in Crawford, exactly the same time. That's absolutely incredible, but I had good promise for this race. I do usually have better race pace, and yeah, it started off with rain once again, and it's not going to last too long, but the problem I have with this is my teammate will probably be ahead of me, and that means when the rain ends that I'll have to end up stacking or doing another lap. So yeah, that's a problem for me being a number 2 driver for once, but we're building up for the Malaysian Grand Prix. 5 lights and away we go. Can we get a good start? Well, we get an alright getaway, but Liam moves across me here. Now, I wasn't sure what he was doing, so yeah, I just wanted to avoid an incident, especially after having 2 in the past 2 races. So we've lost momentum now. I don't know if Liam lost the back end or was forcing me off the track. I'd have to ask him, but we're trying to recover our position now, and it seems to be very packed here, and we only have 11 cars as well. But just looking for a gap, obviously trying to make no contact. There's contact to the right. I think it was Sigma and Hansen have had an incident, so that's us up to P7. Spooky, our rival from the past few races, is going very slowly there, so we chuck it up the inside and up to P6. So considering we started 8, that's a decent start, even with the bit of a scary moment with Liam. But yeah, very tricky conditions. You can see the car sliding all over the place at times, but yeah, we're just looking to keep up with the cars ahead, get a solid points finish. I think with most races this season, I'm aiming for the top 6, because there is clearly probably 6 drivers quicker than me. I'm fighting the likes of Sigma and Jack Spa for a decent position, and Liam's had a bit of contact there. I wasn't sure which way he was going to go. He slid right, slid left, thought he might go right again, but oh god, was someone spinning? And the force injury is totally out of control there. I think Frozen had a bit of contact with Liam as I was looking in my mirror there, but yeah, a bit of a scrappy start, quite a bit of contact, but yeah, we're up to P5, and we seem to be in a decent position for the rest of the race, which is the main thing. But yeah, coming on to lap 3 here, coming into turn 1, Liam behind me, who is the championship lead. He's won 5 out of 6 races, putting me under pressure. I do make a mistake, going a little bit deep, so we're going to be side by side through turn 1 and turn 2, but we'll have the inside line for turn 2, so we should be able to defend our position. We leave enough room on the outside for Liam, and I think we get better traction. Yes, we do. Not sure if he actually backs out, because he loses quite a bit of momentum, and we maintain our 5th position, but I'm sure he'll be coming back at me pretty soon. He is probably the quickest guy in the league, but I suppose based on the amount of victories he's got, that's pretty obvious. But we take too much curb there on that right-hander. Liam gets a run. I don't really fight it too much. I know he's faster than me, so at this point I was just aiming to stay behind Liam, hoping he could pull me towards the cars ahead. Yeah, that's what I tend to do. At the start of the race, there's no point battling incredibly hard. I think save that for the second half of the race, and at the end of lap 4 it was definitely time for dry tyres. I would have come into the pits, but as I said before, I am the number 2 driver. I am the slowest driver, well, the slower driver Renault, so my teammates into the pits. Did I want to stack or risk taking another lap? I noticed 3 cars ahead of me were going for another lap, so I thought, yeah, I might as well go for that, because stacking will probably lose about 10 seconds, I think, and I didn't think we'd lose 10 seconds with another lap, but it was definitely time for dry tyres. We'll be going on to the hard compound. That should take us quite far into the race, so up to P3, but we're definitely going to lose out, especially to the leaders. My teammate's already passed me. That shows how much of an advantage he got from pitting on the correct lap. So we're coming out of the pits, didn't get held up, and 2 cars have actually undercut us. The ones that took advantage were Spooky and Jack Spa, if I'm not mistaken, so we've lost out there. But hopefully we can fight back and re-overtake them if possible. But P6, it's okay overall. We got Mav and a few other cars behind us. Not too sure who at this point. But at the end of lap 6, we're getting put under pressure. Once again going a little bit too wide. Mav and Crawford just behind us, so no doubt with a bit of DRS they'll be putting me under pressure. And we try weaving a little bit just to break the slipstream. Nothing too dangerous though, but Mav's got the run here into turn 1 and he's later on the brakes than me. I was quite surprised by this move. Right round the outside and he's quite far back here. I suppose I could have turned in, but it probably would have ended in contact, so I'm trying to get better traction than Mav now. Crawford just behind me as well, so a three-way battle going on here. And I think Liam was off on the inside there, so we've gained that position. And now side by side with the Mav, I've got the outside line trying to go for a switchback, but he gets fantastic traction. He took that corner absolutely perfectly, and now we're settling into P6, but just watching out in our mirrors for Crawford, who did get pole position, so he's actually lost out quite a bit in this race so far. But Mav ahead of us, getting a bit wide there. He seemed a bit out of control. I'm not sure if he lost a bit of concentration, but I had to back out there. I thought Mav was going to lose control there, and that meant we lost so much momentum. Crawford easily breezed past, and yeah, I'm just a little bit conservative at the moment. I know the past 2 races I've had contact and neither have been my fault, so I just wanted a clean race, and yeah, it means I'm being conservative, not taking as many risks as I probably usually would. But Spooky ahead of us, he seemed to be very slow compared to this pack, and I needed to get past him as soon as possible. But yeah, this sums up my season. I mean, just look at that damage of the front wing, getting grass all over our tyres, no grip now, losing positions, and it's mistakes like that. I just haven't been driving well this season. I've got to admit it, guys. I don't know why. I suppose I'm used to fighting at the front, but I'm like at the mid to lower pack, so yeah, that front wing damage. Usually on career mode, yellow front wing damage doesn't really affect you, but just look at this. It was hideous. It really was. Look at the understeer. It was horrible, absolutely horrible, and now it's that bad. The Liam easily gets a run, and I knew from this point, race over, we're not going to get many points now. We've absolutely cocked it up with that contact with Spooky. It was just a misjudgment. It wasn't a major mistake. It definitely wasn't Spooky's fault. He just seemed very slow. I misjudged how slow he was at that moment, and he's very slow at this point as well. Not slating his driving speed, but I'm not too sure what's up with this car. I don't know if he has damage either, but that's us up into P8, and I wasn't actually going to change my front wing. I was going to go into the mediums for the next stint, but yeah, it sums up how unlucky we've been this season as well. Frozen has crashed out the race, I think. VSC comes out a matter of seconds as we pass the pit lane. The amount of times that's happened this season, we just haven't been able to take advantage. That would have been absolutely perfect for us. We could have put on the hard tyres to the end of the race. We could have changed our front wing. But no, we just don't get that luck. We end up pitting on lap 16, and I make a last minute decision to go into the hard compound tyres and to change my front wing. I just thought, there's no way we're going to go forward with this damaged front wing, so I'd rather lose some time, and I know we're going to be even further behind, but at least something could happen. I mean, the safety car could come out, who knows. And of course my teammate pits on the same lap. He was miles ahead, but still the team take absolutely ages, 11.3 seconds, and I was thinking, I'm so unlucky, I'm not driving the best. This has been an absolute disastrous start to the season. When will my luck change? It seems like a long time ago that I was fighting for the podium in the first race of the season, but no. We come out in P9. I was surprised to see Spooky on the medium compound tyres, because I thought there's no way they're going to the end. Again, another virtual safety car, doesn't help us at all, and yeah, it doesn't really affect the race. But I was looking at the minimap, everyone's moving normally, so I don't know if these virtual safety cars are just random for the sake of it. It's pretty weird, but lap 24 here, Spooky went into the pits. I don't know if he messed up his strategy, but that's definitely taken him out of the running to be fighting for the likes of 7th or 8th, but he's into the pits. That promotes us to P8, so at this point I was just trying to chase down Sigma ahead of me. I felt quicker than him, and yeah, I was just hoping he had a penalty, so I was trying to get within the 3-second window, but no. We chuck it away. This is so unlucky. Matter of centimetres there. That was my 3rd warning, and we get a penalty. We throw it all away. We're within 3 seconds of Sigma as well, and then I do that. It's unlucky, but it's also stupid driving on my part, and I just need to get my head in the game. I know this is very negative commentary of me, but I'm just not driving well at all. Come to the line, I was hoping, please Sigma, have 2 penalties. I just want a P7. I want to just bring some decent points home for the Renault team, because I do feel like I have been letting the team down this season, because the guys in other leagues have been performing so well. My teammate wins that race. Fantastic win for him, so well done to him. And Jack Sparr, one of my rivals for this season, ends up in P3. I feel like we could have definitely finished in the top 5 there if we didn't have that contact with Spooky. But yeah, the standings aren't ready yet. Again, I've got these highlights out quite quickly. So yeah, hopefully things improve for the next race in the USA Circuit of the Americas. Great track for me. So I'm hopefully going to have a good result there. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Leave a like if you have. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you next time out. Goodbye.